still at the Frisco Labor Day celebration. This is Dr. Charles Silver. Doctor, would you please just share with us from where you come, why are you here, and what you think?
I'm a resident of Frisco, and I came to this Tea Party rally to show my opposition to Obamacare, to my opposition to a takeover of our healthcare industry by government, and basically that's it. Yeah. I believe the great majority of physicians in this country are basically opposed toward government control of health care. We believe in our country there is open access to health care. There are problems relative to insurances. There are problems with a failure to cover certain elements of our society, but it can and it shouldn't be done with a major government health takeover, and a public option will eventually lead to that. The kind of health care that is done in the United Kingdom, in Canada, in a good part of Europe, is open, but it does in many ways compare to what we have. There's a limitation of care, particularly at the older age groups. Rationing is never mentioned in any particular word, but it's in effect because procedures are denied toward people once they reach a certain age. Dialysis is denied toward a good part of people in Great Britain either over the age of 55 or 65. I'm not sure at age. Coronary stents are denied to folks, and that kind of program is going to be heading this way if national health care comes into the fold. You got to cut health care some way, and you're going to cut it to the folks who need it the most. I've been practicing well over 30 years, and I've taken care of many hundreds of people free. I've never denied anybody care. We've never sent anybody to the poorhouse because they couldn't afford to pay. Our healthcare system can work out its kinks. The other plug I would certainly like to put in, which I think a good percentage of many physicians in this country is that a large percentage of healthcare costs in this country are borne by what we call defensive medicine. Defensive medicine is when physicians, under the threat of lawsuits on almost a daily basis, are forced almost to order an unusual amount of diagnostic tests to protect themselves from impending lawsuits. I've done it. I continue to do it, only in the sense that one lawsuit, two lawsuits could break me and ruin my career. This administration, which is totally beholden to the trial lawyers, has failed to address this problem. Any major health care bill should encompass tort reform, so that our practicing patterns would not encumber the dreaded fear of being sued for even minor problems that arise.
That's well stated, Doctor. Let me ask you this question. You're so willing to be so outspoken to the American people through the public media, such as GetReal.tv. But why are we not seeing more physicians speaking out and showing their mindset? And why are we not seeing the AMA speaking out against Obamacare?
Well, first of all, more and more physicians are indeed getting involved, and in my poster here you can see, this is copied off there is a major physicians rally in Washington, D.C., I believe on December 10th, and all physicians are welcome to come. These are almost exclusively physicians who are opposed to Obamacare or any kind of major public option or government takeover of our healthcare system. There's going to be a 4 or 5 hour meeting with many of our important legislators, and the doctors are going to rally, actually in their white coats, in Washington, D.C. to show their demonstration against national health care. One other thing about the AMA. I like to get the facts straight. A minority of physicians in the United States are members of the AMA. The AMA generally does not speak for the bulk of physicians in this country. The figures that are probably closer to the truth is anywhere from 20 to 25% of physicians in this country are members of the AMA. That means 75 to 80% are not. So when Obama tells us that he's got the doctor's approval, that is just deceptive and false. The great majority of physicians do not support the AMA's position. Physicians are also extremely upset about the way we've been disparaged as being mercenary, as being people who care only about doing something for profitability. It's absolutely not true. The great majority of physicians in this country work and toil for their patients and will continue to do so. And I do think you'll see more and more physicians becoming outspoken in this field soon.
So that meeting in Washington is Thursday, September the 10th. Is that correct?
Correct. It's open. All physicians are asked, are reminded to come. I don't have the website available. Hold it just a minute. If you could, if you're interested, I can give you my email address, and I can give you the website of this particular group that's rallying in Washington. It's csilver1, CSILVER1 at tx.or.com. Write me, and I'll give you the website of Physicians Rallying for Healthcare Reform.
Okay. Doctor, thank you very much for your time and your comments. Well stated, and we appreciate you being here.